shine. Sing it with me now, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. I can't hear you sing it. This little, that's better. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
We stand here tonight and all across America, united, and say that hatred and violence directed at any group, Jewish, Black, Muslim, Latino, LGBT, any group, hatred against any group will not be tolerated. This city is the home of tens of thousands of Holocaust survivors and their descendants. This city knows something about Nazi and white supremacist threats and intimidation. Raise your hand if you survived the Nazis in Europe. Do we have any, right? What's your name?
Inga Rothschild.
Louder.
Inga Rothschild.
Inga Rothschild. Inga, your being here tonight is a testament that in the battle between darkness and light, between good and evil, that light ultimately wins. Thank you, Inga. So we're here as Americans, we're here as residents of Skokie, and we're also here to work. We know that we have work to do in our own backyards. We're gathered here to respond tonight with the power of nonviolence, the power of civic action, and the power of peace.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking the highway, living on highway, I saw a boy on this highway.
And it's my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water.
I want to invite up Laura Fine, who's our state representative in the 17th district. Laura's going to read the names. Laura's going to read the names and a brief description of each victim. And after each victim, we're going to pause and chant together the name, and we're going to say, "We remember your light. We remember your."
If there is any municipality in this country that understands Charlottesville, it's Skokie, Illinois. In the 1970s, we looked into the eyes of evil and terror, and we stopped the Nazis. And most recently, we rallied because of the national discord over immigration, and we proclaimed proudly, every block in this village has a sign. Skokie welcomes everyone. After the Nazis threatened our village, we formed the Interfaith Council. And for every year since 1980, we have gathered on Thanksgiving Eve in an interfaith service to proclaim again, over and over and over, what our beliefs are.
Friends, but we have built bridges. We have built bridges to every aspect of our community. I knew who within the Muslim community I could reach out to immediately at the MCC, at the school. And where else but in Skokie could you find a school for the Muslim community that only a few years ago was a day school for the Jewish community? And what is taught and what is done in that building, I assure you from being there, is just the same types of messages of care and community that was taught there when it was a Jewish school. I am certain in my heart that injustice and brutality are not the final word about our human condition.
So as we stand here together in solidarity, we need to first remember the struggles that our ancestors have gone through. The struggles of the innocent men and women that have been gassed, lynched, raped, killed, and humiliated during this time right there. Just because of their religion. Our Jewish families, our Black brothers and sisters, our Muslim families, our Latino community, and many other marginalized communities have been struggling for the past year to 2 years and even further. We must all speak out. We must all stand firmly against all groups who espouse the sorts of ideology millions of Americans have worked against throughout our history. The more we get to know our neighbors, the more we get to know our teachers, the more we get to know each other, the more we get back to our roots. Stand here, I see so many young children. I see so many young adults. I see so many new faces. And I think everyone's watching us. Everyone's waiting to see what are we going to do next. We will not stoop to their level, but we will rise, and as we rise, we will lift.
Yeah.
On Saturday in Charlottesville, Virginia, a stone's throw from our nation's capital, a Nazi murdered a woman with his car. Is this the America we grew up to love?
No!
Darn right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are lucky today in the village of Skokie to live in the most diverse, welcoming community in the entire state of Illinois. If people around the country want to see something that is real, let them come to Skokie. If they want to see different races and different religions and different ideas and different ways of life working together every day, let them come to Skokie. In my Jewish tradition, we learn about tikkun olam. It means to repair the world. And regardless of your religion, our sacred responsibilities as God put us here on earth is to take care of each other and treat every man as we would treat our own family. Yes. Place for all of us. But we can't just do it here. We have to do it when we go home. And we have to do it at our workplaces. And we have to do it in the organizations that we join. And we have to work together. And when we do,
all across the country, I'm proud to say, people like you, people like us, are coming out, and maybe that's the bright side in some way, to say that we in our great America, that we will not let that happen. Right. That we expect our leaders, we expect the President of the United States to condemn what it was, white supremacy, white terrorism. We do. We do. And we, who are Jewish here, should take it really personally. Because in the White House, there's a man named Sebastian Gorka who sometimes wears on his lapel, just as I proudly wear this pin of being a member of the United States Congress, he wears a medal, not of neo-Nazis, but a Nazi medal from World War II. But I want to tell you something. I have never, ever been more encouraged or optimistic by seeing the kind of mobilization of people who have come out, who have rallied, who have marched, who have stood up. on any number of issues, including this one now. And I believe that if we continue to do that, not get tired, just keep marching and organizing and coming out, that this could be a turning point, the beginning of a true democratic, progressive era in the United States of America, where we have greater tolerance, greater love, greater acceptance, greater peace than we've ever had before. I believe it's in our hands to do that. And so again, I look at the children. You know, they know that all the neighbors are here tonight, that all the voices that talk about peace and love are here tonight, and that this is the kind of world that this community, that their parents want to make for them. We owe it to these children to fight every single day for the world that they deserve and that we can make it for them. So thank you very much.
To say that the president's response to this incident was unacceptable. The fact that it took 3 days for the president to condemn Nazis, 3 days to condemn the KKK, that is unacceptable. And Republicans and Democrats all across the country are joining together and saying, what is going on? What is going on? And part of tonight is holding all of our elected officials accountable to quickly and powerfully condemn hatred wherever and whenever it appears.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Sing it with me now. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I can't hear you sing it. This little, that's better. Mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna 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 let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Out there in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out there in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out there in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out there in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This little light of mine.
This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine. Louder now. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine.